Hey guys, it is Sunday morning and I'm going out for birthday brunch today, so I thought I would just show you a quick look with the Subculture palette. I just got finished watching Angelica Nyquist's Will I Buy It, or going on the wish list or nah. So after that I am watching a few other YouTube videos on mute just so I don't get any issues with my filming, and I am already prepped and primed. I've got concealer and primer and a glowier primer on top of that, and I did my brows, and I wanted to show you a real quick look with Subculture. This palette does not get a lot of love from the YouTube community. Well, it does, but it doesn't have a reputation for being very easy to work with, and I tried a look with it yesterday that was pretty simple, and I just wanted to show it to you today because I'm just doing a real simple look, and that's what we're gonna do. So keep watching. So I know you've all seen Subculture before. This is what mine looks like, and I'm gonna just concentrate on some of the lighter colors, and to no surprise, they're easier to work with. But what I'm going to do is work with Dawn, Roxy, Mercury, and Cute. Now I just dipped into Mercury yesterday on a whim, and I actually really liked the way that it looked with Cute, surprisingly, because this is not like the prettiest shade. It's like this mushroom brown, I don't even know, but it's a pretty cool toned outer V shade, so that's what I used it for, and we're gonna do that. So I've already put concealer on my eyes. I sometimes use an eyeshadow primer. Sometimes if it's a light day like this, I just use whatever concealer I have on and put that on my eyes too. So that is what I did, and I just have some kind of like throwaway cheapo brushes that I'm using with these. You got to be real careful when you dip into Subculture because it does kick up a lot of stuff. So with some of these cheaper, rougher brushes, you just got to be real careful. But I'm gonna dip into, this is just like a Walgreens, I think it was like one of the villains brushes like a couple years back that they got. It was like an Ursula collection, and it's just kind of angled, and I'm gonna put that into Dawn, and you can see it picks up quite a bit. Just that was literally just lightly pressing it in, and then I'm going to smooth that out, and then put that on the brow bone. Now this is a little bit dark for my brow bone, but I find that once you get the look together, it's not overwhelming. And the thing you gotta be careful about with Subculture is you can try to shear things out, but the more you try to blend it, the more muddy it can get. So you gotta be pretty careful with placement. And I am by no means expert at using this palette. I am just doing a lot of trial and error with it, but I have it, so I want to play with it. And if I make mistakes, I make mistakes, but sometimes I get a really nice look out of it, like I felt I did yesterday. So that is Dawn. Now I'm taking this Essence eye blender. I think this is $1.99 at Ulta. It's sort of a crease brush. It's not fluffy. It's not like a fluffy crease brush where you can't, like some of those crease brushes where you just can't feel the brushes, and it's just so nice going on. This is a little bit rougher, but I'm going to take this and go into Roxy. And again, with this brush, you have to be real careful because Roxy, like I literally just kicked up a ton of product just by going boop. So I'm going to put that in the crease here, and this is kind of a big brush for my eyes because I have hooded eyes. So I'm just throwing it in the crease and mixing it with Dawn, which these two seem to mix pretty well. Again, if you get into like a darker shade and tried to mix this with it, I don't think it would work very well, just because they don't tend to blend out. You have to really place them. Like the darker shades, you really have to place them. So you'll see when I start using Mercury that that's kind of what I'm gonna have to do. So that is Roxy, not Dawn. I get Dawn and Roxy mixed up. I don't know. It's Roxy on top of Dawn. Then I'm taking this Sonia Kashuk, really old brush. It's just a domed sort of crease brush, I guess. And I'm going to take this and dip into Mercury real lightly and just put that, kind of place it on the outer V. And with my eyes, I kind of like to take it out a bit, sort of extend a little bit. Again, just trying to be real careful, not being too much of a hurry. Kind of bring it out a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of bring it up here a little bit more. And then if I'm gonna blend at all, I'm gonna use this brush that has Roxy on it and blend real lightly. Not like the big windshield wiper motions, just real lightly. Because I don't want it to muddy. On this side, I always have issues with because I am left-handed and I'm working on my right eye, so this eye tends to go up a little bit, and then when I'm working on this eye, it just tends to go down a little bit, so my eyes are always a little bit uneven. That is just how my life is. So I try not to sweat it anymore. At the end of the day, it's makeup and it wipes off. And if other people don't like it, who cares? Okay, so that is, again, you can see, like, I'll fix that later, but you can see how it kind of like droops down because I'm doing this, but this one just goes a little bit more up because I can go like this. I don't know, it's a thing. So this is what it's looking like, and I am going to take Cubed, which is the beautiful, it looks white in the pan, but it's a beautiful pinky duochrome. You can see what it looks like on the finger, but as soon as you put it on the eye, I'm just going to tap it on. You can see how it transforms to like this beautiful pink. I'm not really swiping, I'm just really just patting, because that is kind of how you have to work with these sort of topper shades in Subculture. Same with Electric, same with, I don't know, Adorn, maybe you can work with a little bit differently just because I think it's a little bit more pigmented, but something I realized, or I learned from watching Paulina Beauty when she was using her Subculture and using Electric, and how she uses Electric as a topper. And I think that was my mistake with this palette, is trying to use these shades sort of on their own as duochromes all over the lid, and it just doesn't. You really have to use it in a different way. So I think that blended out rather evenly. And next I'm going to take this little e.l.f. brush. I think this is like a mini concealer. It's a concealer brush, but I just use it for the inner corner. I'm going to take this and do the inner corner of my eye. It works better than my finger for this. Just specifically for this purpose, because it picks up. With these shadows, they're a little bit wet, the topper ones. And you can just sort of pack them in the inner corner, which is nice. And then maybe take it up a little bit on the brow bone here. And that's it for the eyes. I'm going to put on some powder and some bronzer and some blush and some highlight. I'm not going to do liner and I'm not going to do mascara because I don't feel like it. I'm sure this look would look like much more defined with those things on. I just don't roll that way on Sunday. So. Okay, so here is the finished look. I am bronzed, blushed, and highlighted, and I've taken the pins out of my hair. I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have added to my collection recently. I got my first Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the Passport to Glow in Berlin Girl Glow. You can see the Brandenburg Gate in there. I got this on the very last go round. I believe it is sold out now. That's very sad because it is very beautiful, very subtle, but very, very beautiful. And I'm really sad because I've already started to wear away the little imprint on it, but I did pay $35, it's $38 and I got a discount, but I paid $35 for this, and I need to use it, so. But it is very, very pretty. I am also wearing my Sephora Lip Stories cream lipstick in the color Buzz Me. This is what it looks like, clearly on my lips. And this is one of the ones that I picked up when I was at Sephora in Paris on the Champs-Elysees. So I wanted to wear that. And then I'm going to spritz on some of my favorite perfume. This is a little travel spray of Replica. This is Flower Market. And I love the Replica sprays. They are so beautiful. I took the little one. I got the little mini pack that's like $35, and I took 3 of those to Europe with me, and I wore Flower Market and Promenade in the Gardens when I was in Paris, and so it makes me think of my last day in Paris wearing this perfume. And I love these perfumes. I hate that John Galliano designs for Margiela now, but he has nothing to do with this. So anyway, this is a beautiful, lovely perfume. And so I'm gonna go out. My birthday was on Wednesday. We're having brunch with my family today, so that's what I'm gonna go do. It's like 33 degrees, which is a heat wave for us right now, although it snowed last night and so the roads are really crappy. Wish me luck getting to brunch. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Just wanted to share this quick makeup video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.